Now that the scouting event has passed and we all had an opportunity to explore the uncharted territories, there is still a question left that we always ask. Is it actually worth it? Today, I'm going to give an overview of everything there is about the scouting event, the materials you will have to spend, the risks that you will have to avoid, and the rewards you can expect. At the end, we will be able to determine if the rewards are worth the time and resources spent clearing the scouting event. Starting with the materials, this is roughly what you will need in order to clear the uncharted territories. 2 sets of military armor at least, melee weapons and guns, bandages, food and water, crowbars, hatchets and transistors, and also, of course, a ton of gasoline. As you can see, you don't really need to spend a lot of guns. A couple of Glocks would be enough. The uncharted territories is filled with weak zombies, such as fast fighters, toxic spitters, and floater bloaters, which you can easily take down with melee weapons. In terms of armor, you will have to spend a lot of military armor at least. The zombies will constantly hit you, even if you are riding through the road, which will damage your armor. You will take a lot of damage from the zombies, and you will quickly lose 1 set of armor. So 2 sets of military armor is going to be at least what you will need. The problem comes with the raiders and the frenzy giants. Now, if you are careful and you clear the camping site slowly, you can pretty much take down the raiders with just a saw blade mace, but definitely bring a Glock just in case. As for the frenzy giants, well, you will have to use a gun for them, otherwise you will quickly die. Now, the real problem of this event is the gasoline consumption. Clearing the uncharted territories requires a ton of gasoline. If you are not using any tricks to save up on gasoline, you will probably go through a whole stack in just one go. So, this event is not really beginner friendly. Even if everyone can access the uncharted territories, a lot of players don't have the resources and the materials to spend on the location. And the second biggest issue with the scouting event is the time you have to spend clearing the uncharted territories. In my previous runs of the location, I have spent around 40 minutes clearing the whole location, going through all the areas and trying to find as many resources as possible. Add to that all the other grind you have to do in Last Day on Earth, like clearing the northern region and the island region, grinding the transport hub, farming resources, and so on. Not everyone has the time to spend on the scouting event, especially 40 minutes every day. In terms of the grind, I guess, I would say that this event is definitely not the hardest event we have seen in Last Day on Earth. It is accessible for everyone. Anyone with a chopper can give it a go and enjoy the massive location. However, you will waste a lot of your time and especially gasoline on this location. In terms of risks, there is one massive risk inside the uncharted territories, and that's death. If you die inside the location and you have not activated the beacon, you will lose everything: your inventory, your bike's storage, and even the gasoline in the tank. And because the beacon is the last upgrade of the bike, you have to spend 2000 genomes to get it. I think we can all agree that the beacon is not worth the 2000 genomes. Definitely not. So you will have to be extremely careful inside the uncharted territories. One single wrong move and you will be completely naked in your base. This is a massive risk you will have to take into consideration. Many players have already died in the uncharted territories, and it can happen to anyone. You can make a mistake, or you don't pay attention, or even because of the lag there is in this location, and you might have a weak phone. So suddenly you are dead and you lost everything you had. To sum it up, you are going to use a ton of gasoline. You are going to spend a lot of time every day clearing the location, and there is a massive risk that you will lose everything. Considering all of these issues, are the rewards of the scouting event worth it? Short answer, no. Here is why. Before even talking about the rewards we get from the reputation, let's talk about the items you get from the location itself. You can expect to get a few resources like springs, engines, iron bars, a couple of weapons, and if you are lucky, you might even get a purple mod or a drone mod from the airdrop. So I would say that it all depends on your luck. However, The biggest issue is that you won't get all the gasoline you spent on this location. Yeah, you might find a couple of gasoline canisters here and there, but no way you will get all the gasoline you used. But then, if you head to the gas station and check out the rewards, it's a complete disappointment. Before even talking about the fact that the storage for parts is only for premium players, we have to first discuss the free reward. There are definitely some good ones here. For example, some factory parts, a drone blueprint, some skins, the broken down motorcycle, and that's it. These rewards are definitely not worth grinding the event daily. Factory parts can be found elsewhere, the drone mode can be a duplicate, the skins are just cosmetics, and the broken down motorcycle is cool to have in the base, but not worth all the effort. Moreover, even if we look at the premium rewards, they are not the greatest either. The good ones are the 2 purple mods, the genomes, and the Doberman. And of course, the storage for parts. So I would say that it's even more worthless if you are paying for this event. Of course, the sad part is that the storage for parts and the infinite crate are only for premium players, which is something I will never understand with Kefir. They are literally chasing away free-to-play players, and it's even more disappointing with Infinite Crate, because we have been saying time and time again for every event that comes out that the Infinite Rewards should be free-to-play, because it will give an incentive for players to grind the event. As a free-to-play player, there is no point of trying to grind the event when you will not get the best rewards and you will not be able to farm the Infinite Crates. So overall, as I said, the rewards of this event are not worth the time, effort, and resources you will have to spend. The scouting event is an event that you should only enjoy. It is super fun to clear the enchanted territories. Personally, I enjoyed it a lot. However, I did not care about the rewards. I did not care if I would get back the materials I have spent. And this is the mentality you should have about the events in Last Day on Earth. Enjoy the event for a couple of days and ignore the rewards if you can. And what about you? Did you enjoy the scouting event? Did you get the storage for parts? And do you think this event is actually worth it? Share your thoughts down below in the comments. That's it for the video. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching and bye bye.